Hi, so I'm here to talk about mala beads. This one here was from a friend of mine and she brought it home from India. It's really great. It's a nice wooden one which is light, great for travelling. And I keep a wooden one actually next to my bed. So the first technique that I'm going to teach you for the mala beads is gratitude, which I do most nights before I go to sleep. It's really good. My sister taught me this, and it helps you go to sleep in a very positive way. And if I'm struggling to go to sleep, then I reach for the beads, but I tend to do it most nights. Anyway, let's get on with the technique. The tassel. There's always a tassel, and there's always a guru bead on the end of your malas. Alright, so you start here, and you're going to use your thumb to slide a bead through over the finger. And every bead for this particular technique, what you need to do is name the bead in gratitude for something. And I always start with my family members, and then I'll go through friends, I'll go through pets, I go through food that I love, I go through parts of my body, I go through my house, and I go through my toothpaste, my toothbrush, and the bed that I sleep in, and my shower, being able to keep it clean, and all the things that really matter to me, basic things. And then I start to go off onto really fun things that could be, thank you for that lovely jumper that I love wearing, thank you for my laptop, thank you for yoga students, like all of you guys, thank you for the yoga studio, the space that's been created for us to practice in, thank you to all my teachers. And oh gosh, it could just go on and on and on, but sometimes I get stuck and I think, well, how could I get stuck? Because there's so many things that we find that we're grateful for. So just keep going, keep running through them. And you might have days where you're like, woo, I've come back to the guru bead really quick. And other days you'll get halfway around and you'll be asleep, or you'll be struggling of things. But just keep going, keep letting these things flow and flow and flow and flow. And eventually you will fall asleep, and the next morning you'll wake up and you'll find these beads probably next to your head, or they could be on the floor next to the bed, they could be anywhere. But when you see them in the morning, you wake up and you think, wow, I'm grateful for all of these things and more, and it's just so empowering to start your day having had a night's sleep in that great energy of gratitude. It just brings your life so much, and I really can't wait for you to try it out. So that's one way of using the beads. The other way of using the beads is with using a mantra. So one that I would like to offer you is Sat Nam. Sat Nam means I am truth. Truth is my identity, nothing else, just truth. And the only thing in this world that is true is love, and it brings us back to that. It lets go of all the other shit, excuse my French, that's going on in our lives. So the drama, maybe a partner is stressed, and you're trying to stay calm and not take on their stress and just be there for them. This is a really wonderful thing to do. Or maybe it's who knows, there's always something going on in our lives, and it's just the way that we deal with these challenges. And these mala beads are a great way, they're really great. And using the mantra, so let's just give it a little whirl. So each one you'll go Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. And you keep going until you get all the way back round to the guru bead and the tassel. And you can go again. The best ways that the Sat Nam or the mantra ones I would use them if I'm travelling. Aeroplanes, cars, trains. And they're great if you're staying at somebody's house and you want to keep your meditation practice up. So you can easily whiz around these, and there's 108 beads on these mala beads, so it means you've repeated the mantra 108 times. And it brings you into a completely wonderful space that'll help you cruise through the day, and you can always come back and do another hour in the middle of the day. Yeah, so these are so good for travelling, so good to keep by your desk. I mean, God, I don't really know how offices work so much these days, but if you're having a bit of a stressful day at work, you could keep these on your desk or in your drawer at work. And I mean, could you do these under the table? Nobody would notice. Nobody knows right now that I'm doing my 108. And just last week in Kundalini, we were saying how you could go to the toilet and do, at work, you could go to the toilet and do some breathing techniques or 5 minutes meditation. Nobody would know. You could take your beads in there. And you can even walk around. Like, you can walk around with these. You could even be sat having a cup of tea, just taking 5 minutes out of your day and using the beads just to bring your mind into center, so the mind isn't running off on attachments and all of that jazz. So yeah, where to get the beads from? Like I say, these were a gift. These ones I made with my mummy. They're so beautiful, and the more you work with the beads, the more energy they create, and you become really familiar with your own beads, and you'll enjoy having them with you. They will be very powerful, and yeah, so you can buy them online. I know that Amazon have loads and eBay have loads. What my dream is to do is to have some mala beads for sale in the near future, but I've got a lot of other things that come first, and then maybe towards the end of the summer I'll have some mala beads for you all to use. Mwah! Yeah, so there's a little video on mala beads. Yay! Love you all so much. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you on the mat soon. Mwah!